So once upon a time, you actually had to be someone important to get a metal credit card, but today they give them out to scrubs like me and you. So whether you need a metal credit card to make you feel powerful or you just love the sound, we are going to get you a metal credit card. So in this video, I'll be breaking down the top 10 metal credit cards for you based on what level of society you fall into, whether you are in their 20s like me and don't like paying any fees, or you are an important adult. There is a metal credit card out there for you. Now, before we dive into the video, if you would do me and my ego a big favor and scroll down, click on that like button, scroll down a bit further, and for the YouTube algorithm, let me know what your favorite kind of metal is, and let's dive right into the video. So like I said, we're starting off at Peasant, we're working our way up to Exclusive, and we're gonna dive into surface level, what each of these cards has to offer to you, other than the fact that, of course, they are metal, and they will make a cool sound when you drop them on the table. So card number one is going to be the Wells Fargo Propel card, okay? And with this card, we're looking at no annual fee. We're looking at a $200 sign-up bonus when you spend $1,000 on the card, which is pretty nice. I'm a big fan of those sign-up bonuses. And we're looking at 3% back on dining, gas, travel, and streaming services. So all in all, a pretty effective card for a young person like me, doesn't spend much money, but wants to get some cash back for the things that they do spend money on. There's also no foreign transaction fee, and there is cell phone protection. So if you are reckless and don't take care of your things like myself, this will be a good perk for you because you're getting up to $1,000 in cell phone repair or damage, or if it's stolen, if you pay your cell phone bill with this credit card. So all in all, pretty effective card for the poor college student. Next thing we're looking at, number two, is the US Bank Altitude Go card. So again, we're looking at nice, metal, shiny card. You drop it on the table, it makes you feel important. No annual fee with this card as well. Again, like I said, this is a peasant level card. With this card, you're also getting a $250 sign-up bonus when you spend $1,000 on the card. So we're looking at a little bit nicer of a sign-up bonus than with the Wells Fargo card. We're looking at 4 times back on dining. We're looking at 2 times back on groceries, streaming, and gas. So again, very similar to the Wells Fargo card. If you are just a higher spender on dining, this might make sense for you. And you're also looking at a $15 credit every year for streaming services. So this is your Netflix, your Spotify, or whatever. The first $15 you put on this card for those services, you're getting paid back to you in a statement credit right away. So this could be pretty nice. Get you a free month of Spotify, a free month of Hulu or Netflix or whatever if you apply for this card. And again, no annual fee to speak of with this credit card. Card number 3 we're looking at, this one I've got a bit of a history with. I was rejected for this card a while back, applied for it way too soon, but that's the Amazon Prime credit card. So technically, there's no annual fee with this card, but you do need a Prime subscription, which is pretty standard across most households in the US. You got to be like really down on the totem pole to not have Prime. So you're going to need a Prime subscription, but you're also going to get a $70 gift card upon approval for Amazon.com. So if you apply for this card, you don't even have to spend any money on it, but you get a $70 gift card for Amazon, which is a pretty nice sign-up bonus if I do say so. You're getting 5% back on Amazon and Whole Foods. You're getting 2% back on gas, dining, and drugstores. So all in all, a pretty effective card if you are somebody like myself that spends most of their money on Amazon buying things that they don't need. Now we're diving into the cards that you need to be a little bit higher up in society to afford. These things are going to charge you annual fees, and you need to make sure that you have enough money to pay $100 a year for most of these credit cards. So you're looking at a little bit higher of rewards potential with these things, but again, you do have to be a little bit more affluent than the average college student to afford these things. So first card we're looking at is the IHG Rewards Premier. Again, very nice metal credit card. It's going to make you feel good about yourself. You're looking at a $0 annual fee in year 1, so you can pretend to be someone who can afford this thing for a year. And then in year 2 and beyond, it's going to charge you $89 per year, which again, not too bad in the grand scheme of things. If it gives you enough benefits, maybe it's worth it to get this metal credit card, but maybe not. So the sign-up bonus with this thing, very, very nice. You're getting 140,000 points for $3,000 in spending, which that sounds like a crazy amount of points. IHG points are worth roughly like half a cent a point. So you're looking at about $700 worth of value there when you spend $3,000, which not a bad trade-off. I mean, you're getting about 25% back on that. You're also getting 25 times points on IHG purchases, which is kind of crazy. I mean, like I said, these things are only worth about half a cent. So that's still like 12.5% back when you spend money at IHG, which if you go to a lot of these hotels, maybe makes sense for you. I haven't stayed in a hotel in years, so I would never even look at this card. But if you need a metal credit card that works at hotels, this might be a good one for you. You're getting IHG Platinum Elite status. Don't know what that means, but I'm sure it'll make you feel important about yourself. You're getting a free night every single year you have this card, so that could easily pay off the $89 fee. And you're also getting your 4th night free anytime you book a stay at an IHG property. So essentially, if you buy a 3-night stay, they'll give you a 4th night for free, which is a pretty nice perk. And again, could really justify that fee with really just one use every single year. So if you're someone who stays at hotels for extended periods of time, I would say probably makes some sense to get this thing. If you don't, then probably not. Now, we're going to dive into some cards that are not hotel specific, because I know a lot of us young people, we don't really mess with hotels anymore. Airbnb is where it's at. So diving into, I think we're at number 5 at this point. I'm going to lose track for sure, but this is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So this is a card that I'm sure a lot of people have heard of before. It's one of the better cards from Chase. And with this card, what we're looking at is a $95 annual fee. So again, you can't just be a college student to get this thing. You got to be a real person. 60,000 points for $4,000 in spending. So essentially with Chase points, there's a lot of ways you can use these things. I've got about 500,000 of them right now, just kind of sitting while I wait for this whole kombucha 19 thing to pass over. But with Chase points, you can use them anywhere from redeeming them for a cent a piece, or you can use them with travel partners, in which case you can get up to like 2, 3, 4 cents a piece if you redeem them for good travel redemptions. So for me, I value these things anywhere from probably about 2 cents a pop. So this is about $1,200 in value for $4,000 in spending, which is a pretty decent deal. I mean, you're getting $1,200 for spending some money on this card. But again, if you're a college student, you're probably not spending $4,000 in 90 days. So this probably is not going to be a great option for you. In terms of the perks you're getting on this card, you're getting 5 times back on Lyft rides. So if you take a lot of Lyft, could make some sense for you. And you're also getting 2 times back on travel and dining. So again, most college students, probably not a great fit for this, but if you are a real person that's living their life, this could make sense for you. Couple other bonuses that you get with this card. You get a Dash Pass subscription. I'm not totally sure what that is. And a $60 Peloton credit. So also do not have a Peloton, so I have no use for this. But if you've got a Peloton, if you're that kind of person, and you need a metal credit card in your life, this could be a good option for you. Next thing we're looking at is the Amex Gold Card. This is probably number 6. And so with the Amex Gold Card, this is where we're creeping into the really you got to have some deep pockets territory, because this card's got a $250 annual fee that you're going to have to pay every single year for having this card. Now, what do you get for that? Okay, what are you getting for $250? Well, first thing you're getting 60,000 points when you spend $4,000 in 6 months. So most of these sign-up bonuses, you get 3 months to do the spending, but with the Amex Gold Card, they're giving you a full 6. So you only have to spend less than $1,000, probably like $800 or something every month to hit the sign-up bonus on this thing, which isn't too bad for most people. Again, if you're like in your 20s, maybe you're not spending that much on a credit card, maybe you are, who knows. But that's the sign-up bonus. You're getting 4% back on groceries and dining, which is pretty nice in the grand scheme of things. You're getting 3 times back on flights, and you're getting a couple of credits as well to offset that $250 fee. So the first of which is you're getting $10 per month for Grubhub or a variety of restaurants. I know Cheesecake Factory is one of them, so if you go there every single month, your first $10 is free. And you're also getting $100 a year for incidental airline fees on your airline of choice. So this is a pretty restrictive credit in the world of credits. You basically, the beginning of the year, you pick an airline, and then you basically get reimbursed for any incidental fees that are not tickets. So if you buy checked baggage, if you buy drinks on the flight, if you buy food on the flight, like that stuff's going to get reimbursed to you, but not actually the cost of the tickets themselves. So that's what we're looking at with the Gold Card. Now we're getting into the really upper echelon of society. Okay, you gotta have some, like, I don't know, you gotta have a Tesla pretty much to get these cards. But we're looking at the first of which is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, we're looking at a $550 annual fee, which again, we're getting that steep territory, guys. Like this, there's no coming back from a $550 annual fee. And with the sign-up bonus here, it's actually worse than the Sapphire Preferred, which is the $95 version of this card. Which, I mean, like, at the point where you're applying for the Chase Sapphire Reserve, I don't think you really care too much about these things anymore. But you're getting 50,000 points for $4,000 in spending in 90 days. So again, that's more than $1,000 a month you got to be putting on this card. And again, like 50,000 points, I said I value those at about 2 cents a pop. So that's like $1,000 when you spend 4,000, 25% cash back. Not a terrible deal on that. In terms of rewards that you're looking at here, you're getting 3 times back on dining and travel. You're getting 10 times back on Lyft, okay, and a free Lyft Pink subscription, which I think gets you some kind of discounts whenever you use Lyft. You're getting a $300 annual travel credit. Now, this is a really nice credit because it applies to all kinds of travel, not just like baggage fees or drinks or whatever. Like you buy a plane ticket, it'll count for that. You buy a bus ticket, it'll count for that. Whatever kind of tickets you're buying, it's going to count for that, which is quite nice. You're getting $120 for Peloton this time, so now you can pay for even more of that subscription or bike or whatever the heck you're getting, which is I guess a good deal for you if you're that kind of person. And you're getting $5 per month in DoorDash credit and a Dash Pass subscription. So again, if you're an important person that gets their food delivered to them, this will be a good metal credit card for you to take advantage of. Now, next one we're looking at here, card number 8. I think, is the Citi Prestige card. So with this card, we're getting a little bit of a break on the annual fee. It's only $495, which is quite a steal for what you're getting, let me tell you. So if you spend $4,000 in the first 90 days, you're getting $50,000 Citi points. Okay, not $50,000, 50,000 Citi points. And Citi points, I'd value this anywhere from like $500 to $850. So sign-up bonus not as great as the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred, but it's still a decent reward for your spending. In terms of what you're getting a $250 annual travel credit, which again, very similar to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, can be used for just about anything. You're getting Priority Pass lounge access, which I didn't mention this, but that also comes with the Sapphire Reserve, which is where you can basically get into all these different airport lounges, make yourself feel even more important with your metal credit cards. Got to spend that money on something. You're getting 5% back on dining and flights. You're getting 3% back on hotels and cruises, so it's a very travel-focused credit card. And you're getting your 4th night free at hotels that you buy with this credit card. So very similar to that IHG card we talked about a while back. This one, it's not just for certain properties though. Like pretty much anytime you buy a hotel stay with this credit card, you're gonna get the 4th night for free, which is, I mean, if you're staying at some pretty nice places, you could probably offset that annual fee pretty quickly. But again, I don't stay at hotels, so I don't really mess with that. Now, the last one that we're looking at before we get into the absolutely ridiculous territory of metal credit cards is the Amex Platinum card. And I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this one before. It's pretty similar to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Those are two like pretty big competitors. And so this one, you're also looking at a $550 annual fee. This one, you're getting 100,000 points, okay? 100,000 points, that's like crazy stuff when you spend $5,000 in 180 days, so 6 months, like I said before. This is worth about $2,000 in my book. So you're getting $2,000 when you spend $5,000. That's like 40% back. That's a pretty decent deal. So if you're spending a lot of money on this thing, it could be pretty decent. Now, we're looking at a temporary 10 times back on gas and groceries while Kombucha 19 ravages the earth. We're looking at $200 a year for incidental airline fees. This is very similar to the Amex Gold card, or you're getting stuff like bags, you're getting stuff like drinks, food, whatever, but not the actual tickets themselves, which is kind of a bummer. You're getting a $200 annual Uber credit, which is nice if you use Uber. You're getting $100 towards Saks Fifth Avenue every single year, which, I mean, if you got a metal credit card, you probably shop at Saks Fifth Avenue, so that's probably pretty decent for you. You're getting Amex Lounge access, which includes Centurion Lounges, which is like the top of the top. You're getting your Priority Pass included in there as well. You're also getting your Delta Sky Clubs if you're flying Delta, so like with this card, you're pretty much like any door opens for you when you have Amex Platinum. There's nothing you can't do with this thing. You're also getting, okay, to make you feel even more important with your metal credit card, guys, because just the metal credit card itself is not enough. You're getting Hertz, Avis, and National status. Okay, you're getting status with all these car clubs. That means they're going to drive your car out to you. They're going to, I don't even know, they're going to give you the special treatment, guys, when you get the status. You're also getting Hilton and Marriott status, so they'll probably upgrade you. They'll probably give you free access to the swimming pool or something. I'm not really sure about that. And you're getting 5 times back on flights and hotels, which at that point, I mean, I don't even know if you need the points anymore. Like you're balling it up already. So last card we got here, guys, number 10. This is like the creme de la creme, okay? This is the original metal credit card. This is the one that started it all. We're looking at the black card, okay? And so the black card, it's got a whole history behind it. You can watch some YouTube videos, hear about the history, but all you got to know here is that this card is invite only. So we peasants are not able to access the finer things in life. We're not able to access the black credit card. And so to get access to this thing, to get an invitation for this card, it's not even publicly disclosed how a person would do such a thing, but really what you're going to need to do to even get yourself on the runnings for this thing is you're going to need to have an American Express credit card. You're going to need to be spending about $250,000 a year on this thing. And at that point, you kind of just wait, okay? You just wait and hope for that invitation in the mail for this black credit card that is going to really just like change your whole life, guys. Like if you have this thing, I mean, like there's nothing you can't do with the black credit card. I mean, I'm pretty sure you get like superpowers and stuff. It's crazy. So the card's not free though, okay? You get a $10,000 application fee. You get a $5,000 annual fee. So just to get this thing in your wallet is 15 grand that's coming out of your pocket. And then $5,000 every single year just to maintain the thing. Now, the main perk is access to American Express employees to basically just do anything you want them to do. I mean, there's this story about how this person's daughter needed some sand from the ocean for their science project. and the dude called up American Express and was like, yo, could you get me some sand? And the American Express employee hopped on a motorcycle and drove hours to the ocean to get some sand for this man. I mean, it's crazy. Like you just have these people at your disposal. They'll do anything for you. They'll get you concert tickets. They'll get you some sand. Like anything you need, it's taken care of. So you get that. You get clear membership for U+3. You get elite status on virtually all hotels and car companies. So I mean, like if the metal credit card, if the black credit card didn't make you feel important enough, anywhere you go, all of the doors are open. There's nothing you can't do with this thing. You're getting Delta Platinum status on absolutely everything you can imagine. You're getting $1,000 Saks credit because $100 was not enough. So you're getting $1,000 for Saks Fifth Avenue every single year. You're getting access to pretty much all airport lounge access. You're getting airport meet and greet when you fly first class. I mean, like they are meeting you at the gate. They're getting you a chauffeur. They're getting you everything. Like you show up at these airports and they're rolling out the red carpet for you. So although the black card is out of reach to most of us peasants, there are still a number of metal credit cards that we can satisfy our craving for power and that sweet, sweet sound. So all hope is not lost, and you can still get some metal credit cards, even if you are on the lower echelon of society like myself. Now, the next thing you should do is click the subscribe button down below. Check out this video over here where I talk about how to improve your credit score, how I got my credit score to over 800 as a 21-year-old. So if you're looking to get access to some of these more exclusive metal credit cards, you can get all the information you need over there.